Alrighty, my friend, I have a challenge for you today. And this is both inspired by my own struggle, but by the faith and knowing that you are as committed as I am to freedom, agency, accessibility, empowerment, and small business. The solopreneur, the creative, the artist who is brave enough to pull a vision out of the ether and give it physical form in this reality. So this episode was inspired by my not one, but two fatal losses to corporate America. It all started with American Express when they promised me hundreds of thousands of bonus points if I hit a certain expenditure level within a few months. Now, I held up my end of the bargain, but Amex sadly reneged. So we have a problem. Because if a small business tried to operate in the way that corporate America gets away with every damn day, we would all be bankrupt. But it is that exact opportunity that I offer you here today, because the only thing corporate can compete with you on is pricing. And I tell you what, my friend, I will not be renewing my Amex card. I don't give a shit what access it gives me. They reneged on a deal, and I just do not do business with people like that. But Tech Priestess, who was interviewed in the Relatable series, pointed out that anytime you're taking a business from 3,000 to 10,000, the first thing you do is cut customer support. And your customers, clients, and buyers will feel it. Now, if you've got employee numbers that high, you are at the very best a large cap small business, but chances are you're no longer a small business. This is the opportunity, my friend, because no one can do what you do. No one can offer the level of quality available to you and your creativity. And no one understands your people like you have the ability to do. You can give them exactly what they want. We are currently fractionalizing in our experience. And personally, I have no desire to be something to everyone. This is the other opportunity with small business, with art, with creators, with visionaries, with trailblazers, with rule breakers. Like, find what's broken and then create one solution. Sell that. Now, are you going to create a gajillion-dollar business? I don't know. But are you going to find enough people that give you sustainability and scalability at a level that offers both you quality of life and business and service, and your customer, client, buyer quality in the product they are getting from you? I fucking hope so. We are creating new tools, and we are even using tech to do that, to create something scalable. So once you have proof of concept, once you've gotten past the doubt and like, will this work and do people want this? Focus your efforts on efficiencies that don't compromise the quality of your offering or your product. There is no one way of doing things. And so the sooner you can figure out how you work best, how to resource yourself, and how to do it in a manner that's efficient. And I don't like, efficient isn't a very sexy word, but what efficient does describe is a scenario that means you are getting what you want as easily as possible. That's what I mean by efficiency. And so as you're starting, as you're scaling, as you're sustaining, look to, where are you spinning your wheels? What products or services are you offering that like you don't even like anymore or don't feel like a part of your core offering? What are you invested in or spending money on that maybe isn't bringing you the value it once did or that you had hoped it would? Business is kind of this constant state of review. And in as much as like corporate is sending you some bullshit fucking survey after you get off a call with some poor customer service agent who is set up for failure, they're collating that data. And you might not have an anonymous survey to send out after every call because you're on every call. You might not be looking at the customer journey between your social media profile and your sales opportunity, whether that's in the physical world or digital world, because it's just too much data for you to be paying attention to. But if that's the case, that means that you are probably managing, if not in this process, from start to finish. What I do know is that by being open to new opportunities, you will change your perspective. You will change your experience, right? So if you feel like you are stuck, you don't know what to do, you're in this liminal space. I feel like we've all been kind of in this like burn insurance since like 2018 of trying something new. I keep describing it as like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. But in those 2 steps forward, I learn so much. I learn about my own efficiencies and inefficiencies. I learn what's rewarding. I learn about who I am in this moment, what it is I'm really doing, why I'm doing it, who I'm doing it for. I wasn't talking about Web3 a few years ago. I was dabbling in NFTs and crypto trading, but things are changing very, very quickly. And so you are not behind. You know, as Gary Vee likes to say, we're all awkwardly early to the party. Where does this make you so uncomfortable? Where do you feel like you don't have the same opportunities, or you feel disenfranchised, or you don't have access, or you don't have agencies? Like, what is the actual story you're telling yourself in your head? Write it down, please, because that story is no longer real. What are your priorities? What are your values? How can you fill your cup? How can you start putting you first so that you feel empowered by the change that is happening? And I can already hear somebody yelling in the background about money. Well, you know, interest rates are so high and now I have to get a second job and blah, 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 blah. 1000% true. But when you find this devotion of energy in your work, when you accept this is my purpose, and I know that because I'm still fucking here. Like you don't think about being an artist or creator or solopreneur or an online business entrepreneur or an investor and trader or a small business owner because you want it to be easy. Like you're doing this because you don't like the way that it's being done out there. Fuck corporate America. And even if you're using that to fuel your small business or your art or your livelihood, it's different, right? Your devotional work is the input to which you expand your output. It is the thing that your energy goes into and you 10x it because you're here for it. Like that's why you're listening to this, right? This isn't about what we want. This is about what's being asked of us. And that's why I challenge you today, my friend. Are you willing to be the change you wish to see in the world? Even if it's just finding heirloom seeds and native seeds to plant in your garden and to grow vegetables and fruit so that you have a little bit of your own food. Even if it feels like it's a play hobby instead of a lifestyle, that matters. Even if you pick up a pencil and start doodling, that's creation. You've just made something that has never existed before. I'm done. That's it. That's all I got. I love you. Thank you so much for being here.